There was a real order that the Assassins of Assassin's Creed was based off of, and it was the Hashashin. So it all starts when Hassan Sabah sides with the Nizari Ismaili, and they're a Shia sect of Islam, and he decides to begin like a militant sect. So in 1090 they capture Alamut Castle, which becomes one of their most famous strongholds. So they begin to expand out of Alamut, so all the red names up there are like strongholds or cities that they have influence in. So from 1100 to 1124 they begin their assassinations pretty much. One of their earliest and most famous was against Vizier Nizam al-Mulk, who was from the Seljuk Empire. Their targets around this time were Seljuk leaders and Sunni clerics to weaken the Seljuk Empire. After Hassan dies in 1124, multiple leaders start coming by and they eventually push into Syria over there. So the red names over there are their next strongholds that they have in Syria. And they start to get a reputation of like how powerful and deadly they are. In 1160, like the most renowned leader comes about, which is Rashid al-Din Sina. He also takes control of Masyaf at this time and gets the nickname the Old Man of the Mountains, or that could also pertain to Hassan too. In 1175 and 1176 they attempt to kill Saladin. The first attempt, a group of soldiers were intending to take him out, but it was found out, so they were dealt with. The next attempt they were also dressed as guards, but this time they had a little bit more success. They were able to surprise attack him and hit him in the helmet, didn't kill him, but they were on the ground struggling and was stabbing him in the neck, but he was protected by a chainmail collar then too, so he was protected then, and then his people came and quickly dealt with the rest of them. There's another one, but who knows if it's true, where they snuck in and put a dagger and a note right next to his head when he woke up. Either way, eventually he made peace with them. In 1192, they killed Conrad of Montferrat, who was the newly elected king of Jerusalem at the time. And it was just before his coronation, and this shocked like pretty much the Crusaders and showed them their reach into the Christian world then. So 1200 to 1240, they were basically just being used as political tools and being paid to take out whoever. It doesn't matter if you were Crusaders, Sunnis, or Shia. So the 1240s to 1256 was when the Mongol Empire started moving westward and started taking out their stronghold. So in 1256, Hulagu Khan sieged Alamut, and that basically was the end of it, and they burned it to the ground. So from 56 to 73, they pretty much just had Masyaf just left. In 1271, they attacked Edward I of England and pretty much just injured him and forced him to leave the Middle East. In 1273, the Mamluks under Sultan Baybars conquered their final stronghold.